In the previous session, we have discussed about uh, that we have discussed about sample program or first program of Java. How we can able to write the program in Java we have discussed, and we have discussed about each and every word in the sample program: class, class name. We are going to be define the class with the keyword called as class. We are going to be define the class with the keyword called as class. In one Java program, it may have any number of classes that may contain either one class, two class, 100 classes, anything. But among that, one class should be main class. Which class is going to be say as main class? Whichever the class is having the main method, so that class will be considered as main class. With the main method only, the program execution will be begins. With the main method only, the program execution will begins. And now, if you see, we have the main method. It is going to be search for the main method, and from there, it is going to be starts the execution. We have here the public keyword. The purpose of using the public keyword is to make the members, variables, or methods to be visible or to restrict the visibility of variables, variables, methods, classes, everything. Public innocence, it will be visible for everyone. Public innocence, it will be visible for everyone. Static, we have the purpose of using static is to maintain stability. Whenever we are writing one static method with a keyword called as static, we no need to create an object for that. It is not going to be allocate the extra memory for that. And we have void. Void is used for representing nothing to be written. It is not going to return anything. So we have system.out.println. Welcome to Java learning. With the system.out.print, whatever the content we are writing within the double quotations, it is going to be displayed as it is. Within the double quotations, it is going to be displayed as it is. See, what is the purpose of using this ln or here? The purpose of using ln here. After printing the content, what we have written with the system.out.println, system.out.print, automatically the control will goes to the new line. For that particular purpose only, we are writing this one. See, we'll see the example for that, whether it is going to be print the next line in the same, uh, whether it is going to be execute the next instruction in the same line if I'm not using slash n. If I'm using slash n, how it is going to be considered, that we will discuss practically now. See, we have the access specifiers public, private, protected, and default. In that, we have only public as of now, which is going to be represents that this particular method will be visible for each and every one. And we forgot to discuss about this string arguments. Args is the array of type string. Args is the array of type string. And we have Java tokens. Token is nothing but a smallest individual unit in a program. Smallest individual unit in a program. Each and every part in a program is called as token. We have identifiers, keyword, constants, which also called as literals, data types, variables, operators. So first we'll discuss about the identifiers. See, for giving the variable name, class name, method name, we are going to be give our own names. Depends on the task we are performing, we are going to be choose our own name by following the rules of identifier. By following the rules of identifier. What are the rules of identifiers we have? See, an identifier should contain alphabets, uppercase, lowercase, digits from 0 to 9, and underscore. Except underscore, we should not use any other special symbols. An identifier will not allow any empty space or blank space. An identifier should not begin with a digit or number. Keywords cannot be used as an identifier. Why we should not use the keyword as an identifier? What is meant by keyword? We'll discuss now. Keyword, keyword will be having special meaning while development of the particular language for some particular words, they'll be giving some special meaning to it. Wherever we are using those words in our program, automatically it is going to be perform the task what it has been assigned for it. Some examples we have here is for, while, int, float, char, break, continue, short, class, static, void, all this will be considered as keywords. While we are using the programming, you will come to know what are the keywords available, what are the keywords available. So that moment we will discuss. There's a particular keyword instead of listing all the keywords here itself. Okay, so we'll have some examples of identifier. Add num is a valid identifier. Add to num is valid identifier. So these are following all the rules of identifiers, and we have it. See, add underscore num. This is also valid identifier. Add space num we have. The space will not be allowed. Because of that only we are going to be say this is a invalid identifier. To num add, which is considered as invalid identifier because it should not begin with a digit. Because it should not begin with a digit. Num at add. So this is also invalid identifier because it should not have any special symbol except the underscore. It should not have any special symbol except underscore. See, now we'll discuss what is a variable. Variable is a place which is used for holding some particular value. Wherever it is required for us, we are going to be access that particular value. We are going to be access that particular value. See, without declaration of a variable, if you are using the variable or if you are defining the variable, it is going to be give the error. Now, here we have the syntax for declaring a variable, that is data type space variable name. Multiple variables also we can able to declare in the same line. To declare multiple variables, that is more than one variable in the same or with a single statement by using same data type. See here, data type, what we are giving should be same. Variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, and so on. How many variables we require, we can able to use that. See, while we are declaring a variable, the data type, what we are giving here is going to be represent what is the data type, what type of data we have to store in that particular variable, how much of space it is going to be occupied by that particular variable. So that is going to be represented. And we are going to have three types. I mean, we are going to discuss about three types of variables in the coming classes. While we are discussing the OOPS concepts, we'll discuss this. Local variable, instance variable, static variable. And if you see the data type, which is most important for us to uh, use in the declaration of a variable, along with the declaration of variable, which is going to be represents how much of memory it is going to be occupied, what type of data we have to store in a variable. Basically, the data types has been divided into two types. One is primitive data types, and the other one is non-primitive data types. One is primitive data types, and the other one is non-primitive data types. If you see here, under primitive data types, which are used for deriving the other data types, that is non-primitive data types. Integer data type, floating point data type, character data type, Boolean data type, void data type. If we come under this non-primitive data type, classes, interfaces, arrays, strings we have. Now we will discuss each data type in detail. Each data type in detail. See, first we'll discuss about integer data type. First we'll discuss about integer data type. It is either positive integer or negative, or we can say it is either positive number or negative number without any decimal or fraction. Example, if you see, example, if you see 25 minus 8, etc. It does not have any decimal. It does not have any decimal. So in this, I can say that there are different types of integer data types. Different types of integer data types. See, first we have byte. See, there will be default size for each data type. There will be default size of each data type, but it is not fixed in each. It is not fixed in every system. It may be differ. It may be differ based on the system bit number. It may be differ based on system bit number. That is, some OS will be 32-bit and some OS will be 64-bit. Based on the bit number, the size may be varies. Based on the bit number, the size may be varies. It is not fixed in all the systems. It is not fixed in all systems. See, byte is a data type. Byte is a data type which is having very small when compared with the integer data type. Integer data type. See, where byte data type is used for saving the memory in large arrays. Large arrays. Its range is. See, first I'll discuss about byte data type. It is one of the primitive data type where we'll be having the range minus 128 to minus 128 to 127. Maximum value is 127. Minimum value is minus 128. There will be default size of each and every data type. There will be default size of each and every data type. We'll be having here 1 byte. Default size is 1 byte, and default value will be there. Default value is 0. Default value is 0 we have. And we have short data type. We have short data type. See, which is used for storing small integer value, where it range specified from minus 3 to 7682, 3 to 767. Range is minus 3 to 7682, 3 to 767. Both ranges are inclusive. And here default size is 2 bytes. Default size is 2 bytes. Default value is 0. Default value will be 0. So depends on our requirement, we'll be using the respective data types. Respective data types. See, it is going to be store small value. It is going to be store small value. So up to 2 bytes it is going to be occupied. Next we have integer data type, which is going to be have some minus 2 to the power of 31 minus 2 to the power of 31 minus 2 to the power of 31 to 2 to the power of 31. 2 to the power of 31. See, that is 2 to the power of 31 minus 1. This is the range of the integer data type we can specify. This is a range of integer data type we can specify. And where the default size of integer data type is 4 bytes, default size of integer data type is 4 bytes. Default value we can consider as 0. See, now we are saying that default size of each and every data type is not same for each and every data type. That may be differs based on the operating system bit number. Some operating systems will be there 32-bit and some operating systems will be there 64-bit. That is going to be differ based on that. See, now we are discussing the default sizes, what we have generally, general size. If we want to check what is the default size of the data type, we have the method called as size of. Size of is used to know the exact data type size in the system we are working. In the system we are working. Okay, so that I'll show you practically how we can able to uh, check the size of each and every data type with the system we are working. I'll show you that practically. And now one more integer data type we have here is long data type. Long data type. What is this? If we want to store more number of digits, more number of number, like big number, then we are going to be use this long data type. The range of that is minus 2 to the power of 63, 2 to the power of 63 to 2 to the power of 63 minus 1. 2 to the power of 63 minus 1. And we'll be having the default size here as 8 bytes. Default size as 8 bytes. There will be default value here. The default value is 0. For integer, default value will be 0 only. Either it is a byte or short, int, long, will be having the default value will be 0. Default value will be 0. So this is about the integer data type. Integer is nothing but it is either positive number or negative number without having any decimal or fraction. Whereas coming to the floating point data type, that is the next type of primitive data type we have, which is either positive or negative number with a decimal or fraction. It is either positive or negative number with a decimal or fraction. With a decimal or fraction. Let me consider the example of that. Let me consider the example of that. Minus 29.32 or minus 39.32, some number, and we'll be having 82.834998. These are positive or negative decimal value. It is positive or negative decimal value. If we are considering what will be the different types of floating point data type, we have float here first. Float, where we'll be having the size, default size of float is, default size will be 4 bytes. Default size will be 4 bytes. And there will be default value as well. There will be default value as well. See here, default value will be 0.0. Default value will be 0.0. Strictly speaking, default value of float is 0.0 f. Default value of float is 0.0 f. And here it is going to be 0 or 0 L. 0 or 0L. That default value also I'll show you practically. I'll show you practically all the default values. What I'm writing here, we'll see practically as well. See, next we have double data type. We have the default size as 8 bytes. We have the default size as 8 bytes. And the default value is 0.0 t. See, first I'll show you about this system.out.println. First, I'll show you this system.out.println, how it is going to be work. If I'm using ln, how it will work. If I'm using ln, how it is going to be work. If I'm not using ln, how it is going to be work. Followed by the default size of each data type we'll see. Yeah. So I have few projects over here. I'll remove these projects and I'll create the fresh project and I'll show you how we can able to create the projects and we are going to be work. So I'm going to be remove it completely. See, now I'm going to be create the project. See here, while we are creating the new project, what are the steps we have to follow? Creating new project in Eclipse IDE. Creating new J2SC project. J2SC project. Sorry, in Eclipse IDE. IDE full form is Integrated Development and Integrated Development Environment. See here, file, new. We are going to be choose Java project. So the steps will be launch Eclipse IDE, then file, choose file, then new, then Java project, Java project. These are the steps you have to follow. So after this, what you have to do is we have to enter the project name. Wherever we are giving the names, either it is a class name or it is a method name or any name, we have to follow the rules of identifiers. And if you see here, we are using Java SC15, Java SC15. These are the different versions of Java. These are the different versions of Java. So I'm choosing Java SE as 15. 15. So we will be creating the name Priya Java, and I'll be giving the finish. I'll be creating, I'll be giving finish. Give project name, give project name. I've given Priya Java. Click on finish. Click on finish. So the Java project has been created. If we explore here, if we explore here, this is the Java project. This is a Java project. These are the libraries available for us uh, with the Java. That is what we can say predefined libraries. Predefined libraries. Now, whatever the libraries we would like to create, we can able to create that as per our requirement. And after creating a project, we have to create package. There will be default package called as SRC. We are not going to be encourage the default package, which is SRC. See here, after creating the package, after creating the Java project, we'll have default or built-in innocence already defined one. There will be built-in Java libraries and default package SRC. We'll write Java programs in different packages. Default package SRC is not encourageable. Default package SRC is not encourageable. Creating package. So to create the package, first enter into file. See, I'll be or right click on the project name. We are going to be choose new and package. We're going to be choose package. See here, right click on the current project where we have to create the package. Then choose new. Then enter the package name. Enter the package name. Enter the package name. See here note package name should be only lowercase. Lowercase is nothing but small letters. See here, for Java basics, I'll be giving the package name and click on finish. After giving this, click on finish. Click on finish. It has been created this. It has been created the package. Now we are seeing this package. As this is a graphical user interface, this src prefix, we have one symbol which is considered as package symbol, and this ria java, we have some folder that will be considered as uh, project. This symbol will be considered as inbuilt libraries. Now this is a package. See, if we want to create the class, to create a class with the package, right click on the related package, choose new class. Choose new class. See, I'll be giving right click, new. I'll be choosing the class. I'll choosing the class. Now, I would like to consider this as a main class. Because of that, I'll be choosing the public static void main method as well. And this is demo one. I'll be giving the name. Demo one, I'll be giving the name, and we're going to be click on finish. Now, if you see here, this is a predefined content. It is going to be displayed in the program what we have chosen. See, this is a package name. Now, currently we are in this package called as Core Java Basics. Now, currently we are in the package called as Core Java Basics. And if you see here, uh, class, class name, public static void main, and all. Previously, in the previous session, we have written the program of Java by using the notepad, and I have shown to you, I have shown to you how we can able to uh, execute the Java programs without using IDE by using some notepad and run command prompts. While discussing the concept of platform independent, how we are going to be achieve that with the platform independent. Now, how we are going to be achieve the platform independence with the help of JVM. Now, if you see here, this is a comment. Comment, we are going to be discuss about comment. Comment is nothing but just it is a documentation that should be understandable to the programmer. The Python interpreter is going to be skip the comments because the user is going to write the comments for their purpose. The user is going to be write the comments for their purpose based on their requirement. So for easy understanding of logic further or in future, we will be writing the comments. We will be writing the comments. So comments will be of two types. See, comments. These are used to understand the logic in a better way, in a better way in future. Will be writing documentation, will be writing documentation in the program, will be writing documentation in the program, which helps us, which helps us, which helps us in understanding it. but it should be, it should not show any effect, but it will not show any effect with the program logic. It should not show effect, any effect in the program logic, because Java compiler or compiler and interpreter will not consider comments. That is, it will skip the comments. It will skip the comments. See now two types of comments are there. Two types of comments. One is single line comment. So wherever we are having double slash, after double slash, whatever we are writing, either in the beginning of the line or in the middle of the line or anywhere, when we are writing double slash, after that, whatever we are writing, the Python, sorry, JVM is going to be recognized. JVM is going to be recognized. That is a comment. JVM is going to recognize that is a comment. There is a single line comment. So next one is multi-line comment. Multi-line comment, which that is will write the comment in more than one line, which is going to be represented with like this. Multiple lines. How many lines we would like to write? We can write, and again star slash. Even we'll see the example related to that, how we can able to write these comments. So now as for this is a single line command. If it is required, we can able to remove, or if you would like to have it, we can use it, or we can able to change. This is our understanding purpose. This is the first program in Eclipse IDE. Just I would like to write something on that. See, it is going to be display the package name with the package where we are working now, and this is a public by default. If you are not using any access specifier with a class, it is going to be considered by default as public. See, if it is a notepad, each and everything we have to write. As this is ID, based on the file we have chosen, automatically some content it is going to be displayed for us. See here, demo one is the uh, class. Demo one is the class name. So that is going to be considered as the main class name because it is having the main method. It is having the main method. See, while we are creating the new class, while we are creating the new class, we are going to be choose the class. We are going to be choose the new class. After choosing the new class, we would like to give the enter the class name in the related field. Project name should start with uppercase letter. And if you see, select public static void main string arguments if necessary. If it is not the main class, if it is not the main class, we no need to choose the main method if necessary. So then click OK. It is going to be create the class. It is going to be create the class. Okay. See here. It is going to be create the class. Now system dot see here system dot out dot println. No need to type completely. We have the shortcut here. We have the shortcut here. sysout. If I'm giving control space, if I'm giving automatically it is going to give. See, no need to type complete system.out.println. We have the shortcut here. sysout control space. If I'm giving automatically, it is going to be give with system.out.println. So now welcome to Java. Welcome to Java. Now, if you see here, if we execute it, if we execute it, we are going to be have the output here itself. That is a speciality of IDE. So previously, when we have written the code in Notepad and we have executed that with the help of command prompt, so different windows, if we are seeing the error, if we are seeing the error, again we have to go some other window. There we have to modify the code, and again we have to come some other window for compilation. There are all different process. But here in the same window, one side we are going to be see the list of all the programs what we have or the files what we have. In the middle we are going to be write the program, and if we execute that, we are going to be see the output in the same window. See, now if I'm not terminating that with a semicolon, here if you see, there is a red color balloon. There is a red color balloon. Immediately it is going to be display for us. So what it is, and also if you see here, there is a red color underline, a small red color underline. See, this is a representing, the balloon is going to be representing that. So if we run that, also we are going to be get error. Now if I'm using semicolon, it is going to be a display there. It is going to be it is not displaying any error over there. Now I'm going to be execute this again. See, if any changes is performed to the code what we have written, definitely we have to save it and we have to run it. Otherwise, it is going to be considered the previous bytecode and it is going to be executed. If it is automatically saving, then directly we can able to run it. Not a problem. See, now welcome to Java. So I would like to write here this out. I don't want to use slash and here. If I'm using ln, what will happen? Hello world. Hello world. Welcome to Java. If I'm using slash ln here, if I'm using ln here in this first statement, so after printing this hello world and the content what we have represented in the double quotes, the content what we have represented in the double quotes, so it will print that, and in the next line it is going to be print the this particular one. See here, like this, it is going to be display the output. After printing the first system.out.println content, because of this ln, because of this ln, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the new line. Because of this ln in the first statement, it is going to be enter into the it is going to be make the control into the new line. So we'll see that. I'll be copying this content for your notes. And the what output it is going to be displayed. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to be remove this ln here. After printing the hello world in the same line, it is going to be continue with the welcome to Java as well, because ln is not there. Because ln is not there. See here, automatically it is saving. And when we are executing, we are going to be get the output in the same line. Because in the first statement, we don't have ln. Even though if we have in the next statement, that will be applicable to the next uh, instruction. If I'm writing with SOP, it is going to be applicable. Otherwise, it is not going to be applicable to make the content into the new line. See, if I'm using this, we are getting the same. So output we are going to get here. This output. Now here, I'll be using ln. Now here, I'll be using the ln. Here, I'm not using ln. But still, after printing the hello world content, it makes the control to enter into the new line, and it is going to be executed in the remain next statement in the new line. It is going to be execute the next content in the new line. We'll see hello world. After that, in the next line, welcome to Java, we are going to be get. We are getting like this. I think it is clear. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. I think any doubt in this concept?
No, sir.
So like this, we can write. See, if you write the comment, it is not considering. Like it is not considering with the logic of the program. See, this is a multi-line comment. Multi-line comment in the Java program, which will not shows effect with the program logic. This is a multi-line comment. If you see, even we are going to be get the output as like previous one, the same output. And we can consider this an example for comments as well. Example for comments. What the output it is going to give? Is the output. Next, I'll be choosing one more program. See, demo 2. I am choosing public static void main method. Just I would like to uh, remove this command, and I'll be writing the comment over here. Demonstration of declaring variable and initializing value to it to print default value of data types. Default value of data types. See that we will see. Now, for declaring the variable, we have the syntax as data type and the variable. Let me consider. This is a variable I have declared. This is a variable I have declared. And if I want to initialize the value for it, like this, we can able to initialize. I'll be writing the comment of that, declaring the variable x, initializing the value 10 to variable x, initializing the value 10 to variable x. Now, if I would like to print x value, I'll be writing in the single double quotations with the system.out.println x value or the content what we want to display as it is in the output command prompt. We are going to be represent that within the double quotations. We are going to be represent that within the double quotations. So it is going to be get like this within the double quotations. Now it is going to be execute x value only. And if I would like to display the variable value, even that I can display here by concatenating. So whatever it may be the content we have represented in the double quotations, that is going to be considered as a string. The string is going to be concatenated with some particular variable value. Whatever may be the value of variable we have, that is going to be displayed here. That is going to be displayed in the place of x. See, because here see x value I didn't enclose within the double quotations. Because of that only, it is not going to be display x. What the content we have in the variable x, it is going to be displayed. What the content we have in the variable x, it is going to be displayed. X value, it is going to be displayed as 10. X value. See, now here without writing anything also I can able to display the variable x. Only 10. Only 10. See, this x if I am representing in the double quotations, if x I am representing in the double quotations, it is going to be displayed as x only. If I want to get the content of it to be printed, if I want to get the content of the variable to be printed, I have to represent that without double quotations. Without double quotations. See now, if you see here, as per this particular statement, it is going to be display x value as 10, and here x we have represented in the double quotations. Because of that, it is going to be display x as it is, and we have the variable x to be printed here will be getting 10. So like this, we are going to be declare a variable and we are going to be initialize the value to it. If we want to print the variable, if we want to print the variable content, we are going to be represent like this, along with the some content which is going to be described what we are going to be display with the value stored in the variable. So we can able to describe it along with the concatenation operator. Here, this plus operator is going to be works like a concatenation, which is used for combining this particular string and as well as this variable. What is string, that and all will be knowing in the coming sessions. We'll be knowing in the coming sessions. So this is the output we are going to be get with this content. Yeah, we'll see default values of data type to be printed in the next session.